Hey, what's going on, guys? Van Winkle here, back to you with another brand new video. Today we're gonna be playing Roblox, but we are going to be playing Bloxburg. So I'm gonna be logging on my account that has Bloxburg on it, and we're gonna be playing Bloxburg. So what we're gonna do in Bloxburg is I'm gonna show you a money glitch that can get you so much money. It is not as good as the fishing glitch, but they patched that. So I'm gonna show you one money glitch, but I do have another one, which is for the pizza. Like, you can automatically bake pizzas. It's pretty much just like the Bloxy Burgers one, but just the pizza, the baking pizza. So that might be more self-explanatory, so I'm just making this one first. This is for the lumber mill, or the lumberjack. Basically, you can AFK, just chop wood there, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So you want to minimize your, just start your game. That's right there, and then minimize your game. Go to this link. I'm gonna link it down. You want to download this, so it'll redirect you to this page, and it'll say your download will start shortly. And then here it will be, and it'll say autoclicker.exe. This is what it will look like. You want to open it up. Once it's opened up, it'll look like this. And what you want to do is you can either TP or not TP. I'm not going to TP because I want to use my cars. So what's the point of getting these cars if you can't use them? Sorry. It's my phone. Okay. And the lumber mill is all the way over there. You can see it's that green building. I'm going to drive up this bridge. Okay. It's right next to the mines, if you know where those are. So what you want to do is walk over here, and I want to become a lumberjack. Oh, okay, so just say that and he'll tell you to grab a hatchet, and yeah. So if you come over here and chop the tree, let me turn up my volume so I can actually hear it. So just click it until the tree chops down. And what we're gonna do is just have the auto clicker keep clicking this. So that's basically all it is, because this tree will reappear. But the thing is, the reason we're not using macro recorder to record us going over to different trees and chopping them is because that would be really, like, it would work in theory, but it would be really buggy and really hard to do. So let's just chop one tree. Let's chop this tree. And we're trying to get the right angle to make it so we're actually still chopping the tree, but see, that's the right angle. You see, we're the farthest away, but the particles are still coming off, because if we stay in the same place that's really close to the tree, then the leaves will actually they'll actually push us up, and then we won't be chopping the tree anymore. So just keep, so let me just see if this actually works. So that's bad. So you wanna, so let's do this. So F6 to start. So I'm just gonna have the auto clicker on right now. Let's see if it regrows and actually, hold on, I'm gonna bring up my work. Okay. So let's see if it regrows and actually allows us to cut the tree. Boom. That is the perfect angle. It didn't push us far away from the tree, but it's still cutting it. Now there's multiple ways to do this. You could either put the perfect angle, or you could set up macro recorder or tiny task, which are different applications, but this is the simplest way to do it. So macro recorder is basically, you can set up macros to like move away from the tree when it's still growing and then move back. So as you can see, it's still cutting the tree even when it grows up, because we're far away enough, but we're still close enough. So this is basically the easiest way to do it. Tiny task would also be pretty easy, but it just takes a while to set up. This, you could literally just like set up the positioning, which takes like 1 or 2 minutes. You just saw me do it in like 1 minute, and then just set up the auto clicker, which is really easy to set up, by the way. So I'm just going to show you the settings for it. So you want to do the hotkey settings. I don't know if this is the default or not. I can't remember if I did the default. And I don't know if I did the default or not, but F6 is pretty good hotkey. You don't want to make it F12, because F12 actually is a screenshot in Roblox, and you don't want to make it F11 because F11 full screens your game. So I made it F6, which is a pretty good one. But you see it here. Let's see if it's like kind of, you have to find the exact right positioning. That one was like almost exact, but it was like just a little bit off. And then you just wait for it to regrow. It will regrow in like 15 seconds, which is actually really good. So that means like every 15 seconds you're making, or every like 20 seconds you're making, because it takes some time to chop down the actual tree. So every 20 seconds you're making like $20, which is actually really good and really handy. So you can like this one, it does have more option to bug out, but it's really easy to set up. So maybe don't leave this overnight, but maybe like leave this like for like an hour or something, because it does have more option to bug out. And this is taking forever to chop. What is wrong with this tree? Like, actually, what is wrong with this tree? Okay, but now that you've seen that, I'm going to show you the other option. So this is the tiny task option. Oh, I still have the auto clicker on. Let me turn that off. Okay, so let me show you the tiny task option. So you just want to open tiny task. And then, no, that's the wrong tiny task. This is the right one. I will leave the download in the description. It's kind of hard to find a tiny task to download, but let me show you. This is the latest download, so I'm going to leave this in the description, as well as the OP auto clicker. This one I'm pretty sure is only for Windows, but yeah, sorry Mac people. But what you want to do is open tiny task, and then go to preferences, and then set the recording hotkey. I have it set. I'm going to set it to print key. No, I'm not, because that screenshots it, but F12 also screenshots it. So Control Shift Alt R, I guess. Control Shift Alt R records it. You can see that. So what I'm going to do is grab the hatchet and don't move the tiny task thing anymore now. Just don't move it. So press record, then press chop, and wait for the entire tree to chop down. And this tree is weird. I don't know if this tree might not even be part of like the lumber trees or whatever. So hold on, I want to try this tree because this tree was actually working. So let's just chop down this tree. And now you want to move back. And this is all being recorded on tiny task. And then just wait for it to grow. And leave a few seconds gap, because I don't know exactly how long it takes to grow. Maybe it differs. So just leave a few seconds for it to grow, and then chop it again. And then once you chop it a second time, you can press record and then press play. You can see it's doing that, but you don't want it to do that yet. So let me get the hatchet again, because I kind of messed it up. So let's wait for it to grow back. You can see it doesn't take that long to grow back. And then press F8. Now it's gonna chop it down. And then it's gonna go back. You can see some trees take longer to chop down than others because I'm still chopping it. And this is why I wanted to add a few seconds gap, which might be a problem. Now you can see it's walking back. And then it's gonna walk forward. It was a little bit delayed, so it's a little bit delayed because that one didn't take that long to chop at all. So then you just chop it again, and boom. So you get $13 per chop, and I'm only level 1, so I assume in the future you can get like $100 or $50, which is a lot. I mean, 50 per 20 seconds is a lot. So you can see it just did it once, so obviously you want to go into here, and then you can set playback loops to higher than whatever you want, or you could press continuous playback. If you press continuous playback, make sure you have playback hotkey on, and make sure it's something that you'll remember, because it's really hard to turn continuous playback off without a hotkey. So let's just turn continuous playback on. My hotkey is 8, so let's press F8, and then it'll start to chop, and it waits for it to regrow, and then it'll go back and chop. And yeah, so see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed the glitch, and bye.